Or it could unmute. Hey, what's up again, everybody? How you doing? Thank you, OBS, for not unmuting on me. Good to see you guys tonight. Jeez, it's going to be one of those evenings already, I can flat out tell you. So let's get some music going here. Welcome in, like I said, to some Monday night BOILeR racing. We got a really, really good one to start this one off, guys. I'm just going to flip right on over and let you see it yourself. So we got your new banned item, the No Globbins, on the right side, and he's going to be... No, I'm kidding. We got iKasperr on the left side, who's your New Orleans representative from the NFC South. He's 9-1 on the season, technically in second place, behind his division leader on the right side, Mr. Melloace, your Atlanta representative, who again is Mr. No Globbins. If you guys were here last week, you know what that's all about. Enough said. Again, this will explain when we get to Mom's Heart, but you have to clear everything in that room. Mello can vouch for this. Again, though, like I was saying, leading the NFC South, Melloace, also 9-1, has beaten iKasperr once already this year, and this will be their final regular season matchup. So I'm not saying this is going to determine the division, but it very, very well could determine who wins this division outright tonight. And again, it won't clinch it, but it's going to get relatively close for whoever does it. What we're going to do is a best 2 out of 3 race using Isaac. Again, we both have the same save files here. It is going to be Platinum God all the way across, so every single item is unlocked. We give you a list here of the banned items. There are 7 of them. Nobody's allowed to pick up on the way down. Such as, there you go, there's a list right there in chat. Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, Dead Sea Scrolls, Holy Bible, Toothpicks, and the Shovel. We'll get to reasons why on all. Let me just say real quick, Toothpicks can be picked up, but again, everything else, cannot be picked up, can only be D6'd on those items, nothing else. If you do D6 another item, you are not allowed to take it. Racers know that, though. There's a lot of glitches that are also banned. Pretty much anything that only benefits you is banned. Again, racers know all that. We'll get to reasons why any of the glitches that you see them using are actually allowed should we see them. And on that note, they're in a call together. There's a link to get into both Kasperr and Melloace's channels. If you guys would do that for me, I would appreciate it greatly. And again, they're going to start whenever they're ready, so best of luck to you both. We got Kasperr on the left, we got Melloace on the right, both looking to take over the number 2 overall seed in the NFC and lead their division outright. So again, big race coming up right here. One's walking away with their 10th win. One's walking away with their 2nd loss and moving down to the 5th overall seed in the playoffs in the NFC. So big, big, big stuff happening here. Lots of pressure on these two. And again, whenever you're ready, feel free to take off, guys, because they're in a call. They'll do their own countdown, and best of luck, seriously. As you can notice, Kasperr's got himself a curse room and an item room. We're off and running. Ooh, that item is actually going to be picked up momentarily, I think. Again, there might be a little bit of a delay just because they're doing their own countdown, and I'm recapturing 2 streams. So there will be that offset that you're seeing right here. Again, Kasperr is going to take Guppy's Paw and Rosary for that matter. So you notice the 1 bit of damage he takes. Wow, I might have to update Melloace because he hasn't even moved yet. Oh, Mello. Good God, that must be way the hell behind. Let me flash his here. There we go. All right, so he was off and running about like 2 seconds before that, so he's just reset his. Didn't want the scapular out of that. On that note, Guppy's Paw for Kasperr. Any red heart container that he's got is going to turn into 3 blue soul hearts for him anytime he uses that. So we'll probably see that carrying around with him for quite a while unless he gets a really good space use item. Also got the Rosary, which gave him those 3 soul hearts you see already. Also upped his faith level, which means should he go into a store, you're most likely going to wind up finding something like the Bible in there. Couldn't care less about Reddit. It's basically just a home for drama whores, and I could really care less about what they think. It's just a place for people to basically get to bitch on the internet, and I could care less. I really could. Like I always say, Reddit gonna Reddit. Ooh, how about that? Banned item actually getting to turn into something good. Stigmata for Melloace gives him damage up and health up, so he's definitely off and running with this one. Alright, we all know what to do. We got Famine on the right side for Melloace as his first boss fight. He's nice enough. He says hi to us every time. Let's return the favor and say right back at him. Excuse me again. Yeah, you came damn close to face planting that Dr. Fetus too, by the way, like really close. For those wondering, by the way, Dr. Fetus is banned, which was the item that you saw in there. That's banned because it turns all your tiers into bombs, which basically allows you the way to just bomb right through every single door. And again, for the race situation, we didn't want to make it just, you know, oh, I got Dr. Fetus in the first room, I just get to bomb through every door and I finish my run in 5 minutes. Ah ha ha ha. We wanted to make it more of a race type of situation where it was going to be closer. Ooh, fat finger in the bomb button on Mello's side. That's going to hurt. And again, he'll be on down to his basement too alongside iKasperr, who again has already cleared out most of it, found his item room here, and he'll be right back over to that boss fight afterwards. How about more banned items, the toothpicks? You can actually take those, and iKasperr will, because again, they're not that useful, but we see our second racer actually using them this year. They give you 16% shot speed increase, which it doesn't really do much. It really doesn't. So again, they're allowed to take that if they want to, and iKasperr didn't have his D6, so being that he couldn't re-roll it, you might as well take it at that point. But again, being that they're so useless, we let the racers re-roll them if they want to. Obviously, no D6 means you can't exactly do it, so that's a risk you take, but Guppy's Paw, well worth that risk. And again, guys, we're in a race situation. They're not going to backtrack like 7 rooms to go grab something most times. They're racing against each other, and they have to win this one. Both of them need to win it, so they're not going to worry about stuff. They're not going to worry about going back for every little thing like, oh, they left one half a red heart back like 7 rooms. They won't go back for it, trust me. So on that note, Halo flies. We got Melloace up to 3 orbitals already blocking shots for him, so he's got a nice defensive build to brew in here. And once again, we got Famine, so you see all the haze already, but let's continue. Hey. How you doing, Famine? Good to see you. He'll wind up with a cube of meat as well, will iKasperr. And you'll see 1 orbital floating around him, still blocking shots and also damaging anything it walks into. As I just explained why the toothpicks were banned. Because if you visit the link, Kuro, it will tell you what it's about. That's why there's a link. Oh, and think about this. Not only is the health on iKasperr's side insane right now with the 5 red hearts that he's had, keep in mind, those will turn into a total of 15 soul hearts for him whenever he wants to. Oh, how about that second piece of Guppy already? Uh-oh. We are going towards building full-on Guppy on iKasperr's side. He's also got Guppy's tail now, so that makes 2 of the 3 pieces that you need to build full Guppy, which again would give you flying ability and shoot out friends till the end flies, which are damage multipliers at a very steep rate. I mean, we're talking overpowered rate of those coming out of you. So we got a very good chance of Guppy being built here on the left-hand side as iKasperr just picked up the tail, which again curses you into more locked chest spawning. A lot of people will tell you that that nerfs your key drop too, but I honestly think that it's just the offset of getting more locked chest spawning at the end of rooms as opposed to like the chance of the key. So I think that's where that entire theory is coming from, and again, that's a theory on my side, so take that with a grain of salt. But that's my opinion of it, that's all I'm saying. So let's see, iKasperr with no key at the moment, so here comes the quote-unquote curse, as he's found himself his item room, but no key to get into it yet, and we'll have to hope that he does. Also picked up the battery, in the store. He's going to get quicker charge on his space-use items. Again, not really the most useful with Guppy's Paw, but should he find another space-use item, that can come in very handy to get quicker recharges. If you drop the paw, do you still get full Guppy on the 3rd item pickup? Yes, you do. You do not even have to use any of the usages of the paw. As long as you've picked it up at some point, you can put it right back down and it still counts for you. Alright, key used up by Melloace, so now both racers completely out of keys. Mello picked up 10 bombs in that item room though, so now he's up to 14. And again, there's that locked chest spawning because of Guppy's tail, so aha! Free key out of an item rock. That's what iKasperr's looking for at this point. So he'll be able to go back for his item room now. And again, he's also fighting Pestilence, so he'll wind up with a second cube of meat floating around him, which now will add to the one that he's got, and turn it into Meat Boy's head, which will also shoot out tears now. Same thing on Mello's side, as both are fighting the exact same boss in the exact same room on the exact same floor. Again, there may be a little bit of a delay on iKasperr's side for the fact that he's going to go back for that item room still. What happens if they accidentally reroll something that... This is a really good question, actually, that Shock asked. What happens if they accidentally reroll something that they aren't allowed to? Do they get to continue but have to skip the item, or they instantly got a reset? As long as they do not pick it up, they can continue. If they reroll something else, like just for craps and giggles for whatever reason, they can still continue. It's just they cannot touch that item from then on out. And yeah, iKasperr took the toothpicks because he didn't have his D6 at the time. Oh, horseman, clink, 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 come out and play. All right, so we got a Curse of Darkness as Mello moves down to his caves too. Again, just slightly ahead of Kasperr on this one, who, again, will be going back for that item room most likely. Again, if he knows he's behind, though, he may actually skip it just to save that key for the next floor. We'll have to see what happens. So there's that second cube of meat. Yes, Kasperr will go back for that item. Question answered. He isn't too far away from it. Nothing to clear. You might as well. Yeah, can you dig it? It didn't turn out that great, though. Charm of the Vampire, every 13 kills that Kasperr has, that will heal him for 1/2 a red heart. So not the worst thing ever, but that can actually mess with you when you get down to the womb and you're trying to keep your Polaroid active. But again, Kasperr with that Guppy's Paw can actually turn all of his red hearts into blue hearts and completely nullify that entire issue. There's actually 6 horsemen in this game? 6. Might be forgetting one, but I can think of 6 off the top of my head. Because he also add on the Headless Horseman and Conquest. Oh, shoot. Is Conquest the next one on there? This is the other one I'm thinking of now. Damn it. Yeah, it has to be. We'll have signups for next year open probably somewhere, and again, I'm guessing because we're going to do Season 3 on Binding of Isaac Rebirth, hopefully. But I'm guessing that probably somewhere around about the first of the year we should have public signups open. We'll have plenty of time for that. We'll definitely make it very publicized when that goes open, and we'll leave it open for quite a while, too, just to make sure that everybody can find out, you know, like, okay, I am actually going to be able to do this, or whatever the case might be, or get enough practice in and think, yeah, okay, I got a chance. And then we'll do a play-in tournament that's probably going to take a pretty darn good clip of time, because there's going to be a lot of people signed up that are going to try to play in, but we'll leave it wide open for everybody this year. And again, Kasperr going to move on into his, his Caves 2 boss fight. Going to get the champion version of the Husk, so he'll move a little bit faster and just shoot out those shots. Not really too scary, though. He's got pretty low health. Yeah, War, Famine, Pestilence, Death, Conquest, and Headless Horseman. I think that's everything. Yes, you do, Hams. Yes, you do. Yeah, so Kasperr did not, on the second floor that he was on, did not have his D6 anymore. Guy came across the toothpicks, just about left him behind, and then decided, hey, you know what? Might as well just take him. I mean, it's not the end of the world. At least his shot speed increased. It's not much, but it's there. All right, so on the right side, Melloace just picked up Little Chad. Every couple rooms he clears, that'll spawn 1/2 a red heart for him to pick up. Kasperr picked up the crown on the way down, so Pageant Boy gave him a couple of cents. Let's see those yes crowns, because he actually did take it. Again, yet another item room showing up immediately here in the Depths 1 for Kasperr. No key again, though. So welcome to being cursed as Guppy. Ooh, no such luck in the curse room. I was about to say, speaking of Guppy, can we make him? But no such luck. Kasperr really wants that third piece of Guppy to show up here. The only racers that are going to get grandfathered in next season are the 12 that make it to the playoffs. They've got the immediate way back in if they want it, and again, it's totally up to them. At no point am I going to be like, you have to play again next year. But it opens the way up for them to get back in next year if they want it. So 12 people get automatic bids, or automatic invites, I should say, next year, and that'll leave 20 spots open for everybody else to play in for. All right, Mello finally coming across his Caves 2 boss fight here. Again, you see the one slightly miscolored one, that one that just shot right there was actually a champion mob. Would have hit him for a full heart of damage. Wow, we are getting a lot of the same bosses, maybe different versions of them here, as we got the tankier, quote-unquote, version with more bombs popping out of it of the Husk for Melloace. But lots of similar bosses here tonight already. This is actually really cool. I'd love to see a race where we get, like, all the same bosses. That's pretty dang near impossible, but I'd love to see it. Yeah, keys, please. I figured it was the only fair way, honestly, because I don't want to ever be the guy that's just like, you know, oh, Crumps picked everybody by hand and all this stuff. Like, for this season, I did. I'll be the first to admit it. I did this season because that's just how it had to work. I had to make sure that everybody was going to be available for a full 16-week season plus playoffs and, you know, all that good stuff. And now that everybody knows basically what the format, I guess, I can't think of the right word, but whatever the format is for it now, that it's going to make it that much easier for people to, you know, kind of be able to, like, yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to do that, and then they may not sign up, or, you know, like, yeah, I could totally pull off that amount of time, and, you know, that won't be a problem. It gives you that opportunity to kind of, you know, catch on to what's going on and see how it's handled, and if that's something that you actually wanted to try out for or not. So Figured we'd make it open for everybody. We'll have a play-in, and, you know, we'll find out who the best people are, and they'll win it. And if they win, they get in, so on and so forth. On that note, Melloace also just picked up Spirit of the Night, so I was just noticed the Spirit of the Hype that Full Metal Gambit just said. Everybody loves that. It's flying in spectral tiers. Again, cost Mello 2 full red hearts, though, so he is down to just the 2 at the moment. Yeah, alright then, R9K. It's only because the bot's being stupid tonight that we have that enabled. So it's really crappy, but we had to enable that just because the chats are being stupid, and that's the easy way to get rid of the spam bots this evening instead of, like, making myself and the mods do it. So apologies, like, if there's a raid that comes in, only one person's going to be able to say something out of it until we notice. So, again, apologies for that, but it's just kind of, you know, making it easier on the mods and everything. Alright, Casper coming across this boss fight here, and again, already got the bomb bag off of this floor. Every few rooms that he clears, he's going to wind up with one extra bomb, I should say. He may get a 1+1 free out of that, but I don't think I've ever seen it happen, honestly. I'm pretty sure it's just 1 bomb every time. Maybe you get lucky and you can get that, though. I don't know. Personally, I've never gotten a 1+1 free out of the bomb bag. What's up, Lance? How you doing tonight? And, of course, like I was saying, the fun, even the servers are doing the same thing video-wise, so you notice a lag ball on Mello's side. On that note, we got Mr. Cool from Casper, so let's see those Mr. Cools as Loki's fighting over here. Let me just do it this way and refresh his. Ooh, Mello down. Ouch. Good thing I didn't refresh that sooner. So Mello down and back to the beginning here. That leaves Casper a huge advantage at the moment. Dem Mr. Cools. Again, guys, if there's lag on one side and I'm talking about it, I can't fix it. It's the other person's stream and it's Twitch. I can't do a thing about it, guys, so why even bother bringing it up, honestly? Nothing can be done. It's gonna happen. Welcome to the internet where packets get lost somewhere along the way. Notice that it's cleared up already, too. It was 2 seconds. Not that big of a deal. Like, believe me, there's far more important things in life, like actually making friends with other people instead of being like, he's lagging, oh my god, is the only thing that you've ever said. Just why? Alright, Casper teleporting into a god room, gonna pick up the relic. Every 4 rooms that'll spawn 1 blue soul heart for him, so even more health up on his side, and again in the form of blue hearts that he's still waiting on 15 of that he's got with those red heart containers. And again, after this floor, we may well see all those show up, because once the Polaroid's in hand, Casper's got himself a nice little advantage there with Guppy's Paw. Again, with the Polaroid, if you're under if you get hit and go to under 1 red heart of damage, that's the way I meant to say it, or 1 red heart left. Yeah, I think Mello thought he still had his D6 there. Oh, that was great. The toothpicks showed up again, so let's see those no toothpicks once more. Yeah, we can remote detonate those things, can't we? We don't need a bomb. We can just remote detonate the toothpicks. That'll work. Speaking of the remote detonator, what do you know? It just showed up on Casper's side, so he just got 5 free bombs for picking that up and putting it back down. What's up, Dwarf? How you doing? Good to see you this evening, man. Hey, what's up, Creepy? Good to see you guys. So again, Casper gonna move on with Guppy's Paw, not the remote detonator. Mello's got that, which, as you saw, you can place bombs down and then wait till your timing, hit the spacebar, and then explode them. But yeah, Casper's sitting on a nice cushion of 17 bombs at the moment. That is going to really help when you get down later on in the game, especially in that Mom's Heart fight. Those bombs are key, pun intended. Lots of pun intended. Let's be real honest, there was a lot of pun intended with that one. Yeah, let me just pass on through this lag ball one more time. Oops, I just realized I miscaptured his too. How the hell did I just do that? Uh-oh. There we go, that's what I meant. Jesus. That's what I was trying to do. Alright, Curse of the Labyrinth on Mello's side means he's going to have 2 caves floors combined together into 1 here, which means 2 item rooms and 2 back-to-back boss fights at some point. Notice I didn't say back-to-back item rooms. Those will be spread out across the floor. Nothing you can do there. Well, they might be spread out across the floor. We've seen them side by side before, but it's kind of rare that that happens. Either way, though, no keys for Melloace, because we haven't seen that happen enough today. But again, no keys for him at the moment, so he's going to have to hope for a few. Yeah, don't quit your day job. This is my day job. I'm going to go cry about this now. Damn it. No, I'm kidding. Hey, Riley, how you doing? Yep, Casper's using toothpicks. Yeah, my night job is apparently calling the Aurora Police Department to get them to turn the frickin' noise off next door. Alright, Casper on into his boss fight here. So again, Blue Mom is going to spawn nothing but expansion level enemies, such as, like you see right there, the mini greed heads, jumping spiders, splitting spiders, butt lickers, you name it, it's pretty nasty. But again, plenty of health on Casper's side. He's actually sitting on 16 heart, well, technically 21 hearts at the moment if you want to look at it that way. So again, he's got plenty of a health build brewing for him here. Oh yeah, I've called him 3 times actually. I called him earlier, I'll tell this story real quick. I called him earlier tonight and for the second time had him come out and be like, look, my neighbor's fire alarm's been going off for 2 years now. Can we get this thing shut off because I can't sleep? Yeah, and they're like, oh, well, you know, there's nothing we can do about that. We've been out there 4 times already. Like, that's funny, I've only called you once. So that means that my neighbors have called and complained about the exact same thing. So can we get in there and change that? Cop made a drive-by, and that's it. So I called up again and I'm like, no. Send somebody out. Well, we can't really do anything. We can't go into their apartment, you know. I'm like, yeah, you can. You're the police. But they refuse to help, so... Alright, first of the item was showing up on Mello's side. He's going to grab that half heart for now. Again, no key to get into it yet, so he'll be back should he come across one. Thank you very much, T. Sorry, totally said your name wrong. Thank you very much for that. Compliment is way not deserved, but thank you. Alright, Casper just about done with this fight here. God, all these spawns. Stop spawning these enemies. The good news is the Mom's Foot will actually crush them from time to time. So let's see, down to that last little bit. Yeah, might as well. You got the heal back out of it anyways with his vampire kills. Lots of extra hearts there. Item box for Casper gives him 1 of everything. Tower card would spawn random mobs throughout the room. And there you see he's going to use up all of his red hearts. And there you go. Off screen now with blue hearts on Casper's side. Plenty of health. And again, now that he's got the Polaroid, anytime he gets hit, 5-second damage shield immediately enacted. So consider that about twice the health, quite honestly. And again, that's people were just saying, like, Charm of the Vampire doing some work. It's done working now. Charm of the Vampire just got retired early by Casper. He got forced into an early retirement now that there's no red hearts left on his screen. Get a 9 Tails isn't banned because that would let you reroll the boss room items. So it'd be a completely different loot table that winds up getting rerolled off of those. That's a Bravo. How you doing, man? What's up, amphibians? Congrats. Oh, excuse me again. Alright, so we got that Judgy sitting in the middle. I was gonna say, he's got enough money in the bombs. Let's get a Judgy, please. Oh, yeah, I think Mello forgot he's got the remote detonator. So there we go. He said, let's get that Judgy, please, on Mello's side. What's up, Hobo Bob? How you doing this evening? Excuse me. Also, real nice item off of that Judgy. That's kind of rare. Daddy long legs. You see the shadow following Melloace around. That's gonna, just like you see right there, move over on top of enemies and stomp down, doing a ton of enemies to it, or a ton of damage to them. Excuse me. So, really good item there. Gotta kind of watch out for it in this room, though. Against any splitting enemies, that foot control you, kind of the same way that Soccer Boy, 3-piece Meat Boy, would do. So you have to be kind of careful if you're close to whatever it's going to split. Back away quickly, because you will get hit. Daddy Longlegs won't hit you itself, but that split may push one of them into you, so be very careful with what you do. Daddy Strong Legs. Well, you're halfway there, Twix. The license is I don't want to say the tough part, obviously. Getting a car fixed isn't exactly easy or cheap, but you're the good half of the way there. It means that you can drive. That's the important thing. But congrats on that, man. What's up, Good? Or Goo, sorry. I don't know why I called him Goo. Gotta learn that one. Anyways, seriously, what's up, man? Don't worry about it at all. Again, if you guys miss anything, on the front page of the website, we update the scores pretty much right at the end of the... Well, we update all the scores right as they happen if Otaku's awake. But at the end of the week, we put up all the videos on demand. Click on the scores themselves on the front page, and it'll take you to the video on demand for that race if you happen to miss it. No, Casper's third to pick it up. All right, little chat. Obviously, the result for Melloace, and again, every couple of rooms that'll spawn a half red heart for him. Casper, though, on into his boss fight here in the Womb 1. So already fighting death here, and again, not really that terribly scary, at least at this point, as long as that's not champion death and that scythe gets off the screen. But again, there you see the 5-second damage shield, as Casper did take a little bit of damage there. And again, as soon as that enacts, you'll see Casper run right in and faceplant the enemies, because he does have that Meat Boy orbital. It's going to do some more damage at that point. So you'll see a lot of our racers take advantage of any type of, invincibility frames like that. Quite often, at least. Not every time, don't misunderstand. There's a lot of times where it's a little too risky to do that for anybody. So you don't always see it happen, but quite often enough. Good old evening internet. Something about 7 p.m. in Atlanta. Don't like it. All right, new start on Mello's side. It's going to get him Blood of the Martyr, so a little bit of damage up with this run. Yeah, we go through Mom's Heart at best 2 out of 3 in the regular season. So let's see, that third cube of meat, Casper actually going to take Soccer Boy here. Oh, man. Not even going to worry about the Devil Deal, and he'll be moving on down to his Womb 2. So again, a little interesting. We got Soccer Boy for only about the 4th time this year. And you notice Meat Boy now turns from that orbital floating around Casper into walking around behind him. And that will actually do basically chomping damage. You see him stand right on top of enemies, and it'll damage him by basically trying to eat him. Meat Boy's a little hungry. Hey, what's up, Hunter? How you doing? Yeah, Mello was in a lag ball that I was advancing through and died. Casper wouldn't have taken the dead cat anyways, unless for whatever reason Guppy's head was in that Devil Deal and only cost blue hearts, which I don't think that's ever the case, honestly, unless you're the blue baby. There was no chance that he was going to be able to do anything about that Devil Deal, so he just gave up on the idea in the first place. He wouldn't have taken the 9 lives dead cat at this point, I don't think, and like I said, unless it was Guppy's head in there for the cost of 3 soul hearts, there was pretty much no chance Casper was going to be Guppy on this run. He had a good start to it, if nothing else, but you can't always complete him, especially in the race situation. And Mello's lagging balls again. What's up, Andy? How you doing? Excuse me. What's up, Justin? Yeah, Mello came to a complete stop, by the way. So in between races, Mello, you're going to have to reboot your router or something, because that's not going to fly. Alright, so Casper in the Womb 2, again, just looking for his mom's hard fight here. He's got plenty of bombs, so the heck with this room, he says, and he's just going to run right on out of it. Ugh, double gluttonies? No thanks. Again, with that Curse of Darkness, Casper's basically just doing his internal compassing at this point. No, Puberty doesn't do anything. It's just graphical. Just graphical. It's basically a placeholder. Alright, so iKasperr coming across this boss fight here. No, he's not running on high settings, guys. That's stream lag. You just have to deal with it. Again, don't worry about it. It's just stream lag. That's how the internet works, guys. Nope, I found pills are the exact same thing. They don't do anything. It's basically just that graphical, what am I trying to say? The cosmetic change on Isaac. That's the word I was looking for. Cosmetic change, he looks a little bit different, and you get that, like, duh sound out of it, so... Yeah, pretty much what had to have happened there, Mello. I could tell, too, so ain't gonna be a problem. And again, iKasperr already about 50% of the way through Mom's Heart here. Plenty of health left to go, so unless something miraculously terrible happens, I think he might have this one in hand, honestly. And again, down to about that last 5%, still just dropping bombs everywhere, and there you go, ladies and gents. iKasperr's got himself a 1-0 lead, and does he have his timer up? No, he didn't. Never mind. I was gonna... Oh, yes, he does. Haha! So just sub 30 minutes. Very nicely done, man. Again, anything under about 30 minutes, and you're looking pretty damn good for yourself. So nicely done. Again, he tried to make himself into a full guppy. Got 2/3 of the way there, and very early on, for that matter. But again, no other guppy items showing up, and just, yeah, what do you do at that point? So, again, we're going to get everybody reset here. Give us 1 extra minute on this one. I'll run 3 minutes worth of ads just so the Mello can get everything actually reset here. If you guys don't mind, because he's going to reboot his router and such, because obviously that's just what happens. Comcast goes stupid sometimes. So he's going to do that really quick. Give us about 3 minutes or so. So get up and grab a drink, some food, you know, pet the cat, talk to your significant other, whatever the case might be. We'll be right back in about 3 minutes, and like I said, we're going to give a little bit of time just so that Melloace can get his system rebooted and whatnot. So we'll be right back, guys. Hang tight. We'll get round number 2 underway, and we'll see if iKasperr wins 2-0 or if Mello can tie it up. Be right back. It's Dragonfly. Spaz out. Alrighty, we're back. We're giving Melloace one more second here because he just hopped back offline in here. So give us just another moment or two. BOILeR.org, guys. And yes, I'm not going to answer that because I'm trying to direct traffic to the website. And that way you guys will actually bookmark it and everything too. So yeah, that's why I'm only answering BOILeR.org, just so anybody's curious. I'm not trying to be a dick about it. I'm just trying to like push everybody over towards the website so you actually have it bookmarked. I use it about every day. In fact, I do. I have no choice, though. Obviously, it's my website, so I can't exactly not use it, so... It's not exactly a good point that I made there. By the way, we're waiting a second or two. Like I said, Mello was still rebooting his router and everything, so it'll be a moment or two. And then as soon as he gets back online, we'll get round number 2 underway. So just in case anybody's curious, like you've been sitting here for a minute, like we're just waiting on that. Aw, snap. Hold on a sec. Let me turn this off so that you guys can actually do that. Okay, beta off. Try that again. There we go. Now you can do it. Sorry, what's up, Raiders? How y'all doing? Now you can do that. There's the Raiders. What's up, guys? How y'all doing from Slacks? Good to see you guys. TBD means to be determined. Dat R9K mode. There's the Raiders. How y'all doing? To be determined, decided. Either way, decided's probably the right word. I say determined, though. So, Slack's probably correct on that one. Because we haven't determined a time for it yet. Nope, still having lag issues over there. Weird. Yep, he's back offline. So again, give us just a second or two. Mel's just still trying to work this out. Comcast is not being a bro to him at the moment. Yeah, they both work. No, we're in the middle of the first race right now. Oh, no problem, Griffin. No problem, man. Ain't no problem at all. What's up, Captain? How you doing? And again, you see the second we turn R9K mode off, what's the first thing that happens? Spam bot! Shit. 2 of them. Make that 2 of them. Exactly correct, Fuhrer. Exactly correct. I use Comcast myself, so I feel the pain on that one, no question. Alright, let's put that back on so that the spam bots stop. Oh shit, maybe it's not. Maybe I did that wrong. Must have typed that incorrectly. Let's try that again. Aha! There's a link, or bit.ly link or whatever from Twitch right there. We'll let you know exactly what that is. But again, because the bot's being all sorts of wonky tonight, because of the chats being wonky, it's just easier to do that. Well, US Cellular Field is called that now, but I still call it Comiskey. Just because a company changes their name like 20 years into their existence doesn't mean that I'm going to go with it. If I get used to something, I'm totally going to stick with it. But that bot does not want to do work tonight. There we go. That might be a winner. Weird. So it's like it throttled Melloace, because now it looks like he's clear. Weird, because he dropped it down to 240p, and that's what's making it work for him now, because he isn't getting a single bit of lag now. Weird. So it's throttling you. Comcast is throttling you, bro. That's terrible. What the heck? That makes no sense. Anyways, like I said, we're now back. So, ooh, an XL floor again? Really, Mello? Really? That's... I expect to see a reset happen on Mello's side. If he takes that XL floor again, Mello's kind of ballsy with this move. That's going to be interesting, because he's done this before. So it turned out differently. He had his boss fight attached to the very first room of an XL floor at one point here in the basement when he did that one time. I think he lost that race, though, actually, so I'm kind of surprised he's going to take this XL floor. There we go. I was going to say, I was waiting for that reset. I knew it was going to happen. That seemed a little bit odd, quite honestly. But again, we're back. We're just about ready to get round number 2 underway. Let me get you a link into the Oh, I get why he did it last time, absolutely. I'm with Zero on that. I totally understand. But yeah, he did? Okay, cool. I'm not crazy. Haha. Thank you for backing me up. And what's up, Zero? How you doing, dude? So here's a link to get into both of their channels again, guys. They'll get back on a call together, and they're going to do their own countdown and everything. So again, sorry for the delay on that, but Comcast being Comcast. So what can you do? Either way, though, Kasperr leading 1-0 right now over Melloace, and we'll get round number 2 started whenever these guys are ready. And when I'm sure at this point, Melloace is pretty sure he's going to be clear. Because it looks like it's okay on his side, so... Oh, maybe not. Oh, you're dropping again. Oh, yeah, you are. Shit. Oh, well, barely, though. Weird. Because the GIF isn't dropping, but, like, everything else almost seemed to be. That was weird. Huh. Strange. It doesn't look like it's dropping much, like, frame-wise. Now, the second you start moving, that'll probably be completely different, but... Excuse me. Yeah, Comcast is always like this. It does stupid stuff like throttle you at like the most important time in like American internet. Like, oh look, everybody's on the internet. Oh, let's throttle this guy. That seems legit. Yeah, he's in Atlanta. Or near it at least, I should say. Wow, R9K ain't stopping jack on this one. It's only 2%. I wouldn't worry about it, dude, honestly. Like, it's gonna come and go, honestly. It's what it is. At this point, Comcast is gonna be Comcast. There ain't a dang thing we can do about it, so... Yeah, it's probably the best bet, honestly. The less you're putting through there, maybe it helps it a little bit. I don't know. That's weird, but we'll see. Either way, though, we'll see how this one works out. Yeah, Pekka gets all the bot grills. I mean, grills. I mean, wait, dang. Yeah, OBS is the stuff you want to use. Let me give you a link here. Let me give you a link. And for that matter, let me get you a link into both of their channels one more time. So go say what's up to Kasperr and to Melloace. And again, we'll get this thing started whenever these guys are ready and back on their call or whatever. Where the heck did my mouse go? There we go. Now I can see. Yeah, and I have no options, so it's Comcast or nothing for me. So I think Mello's the same way. On that note, we're off and running again, so best of luck, guys. Kasperr going to pick up the PhD to start with. Oh, how about that? Mello took one step and dropped offline. Jesus. Comcast, you douche. You freaking douche, Comcast. He took one step. Jesus. Oh my god, that was hysterically good timing. I can't help but laugh at that. That's evil. I shouldn't laugh, but I can't help it at the same point. I'm sorry, but that's funny. That was a hell of a door. There we go. So Mello's back online. There you go. Sorry about that, man. Yep, Crapcast to the rescue. No, I can't go back to AT&T because there's no other options, guys. Yeah, internet drops with great timing for dramatic effect. Oh, yeah. Wow, it's dying off like every second. Wow, that's bizarre. Oh, that wasn't even me doing the link. That's Twitch does that. What's up, son? How you doing? So again, internet connections. Gotta love them. So yeah, Mello's is being a complete derp at the moment for some reason. Oh, I know. I don't call people out unless they say something. If they want to say something, awesome to them, and I'll thank them then. But I don't, go out of my way to really try to call people out like that. If they want to, say something like, hey, dude, just subscribe, I'll be more than happy to thank them in person. I'll say thanks anyways, but I don't like calling people out. Yeah, see, his is just dropping every, 1 second out of every 10 now. Like, Mello takes a step and his internet goes to crap. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, so Kasperr will pause up again here real quick. This is going to get interesting. How do we work this at this point? Because again, one of the oh-so-wonderful things, this is like me in week 7 when my internet kept going to crap, because same thing that Mello's dealing with. He's got Comcast as well, so my guess would be that it depends on what modem you got, actually. Yeah, Comcast plus internet equals, oh lord. No, guys, I'm not flipping a coin. On that note, I'm dropping frames because fucking Comcast. You guys probably can't even hear me all that well at the moment. I'm dropping frames in an asinine amount. I can't even keep anything above a red connection at 200 kilobits a second, which is less than my audio upload. So, I don't think it's just you, Mello. I don't think it's just you, man. Oh, God. Dubstep. Jesus. Whoa, it just shot me up to 50,000 upload. The fudge? I'm dropping frames at 50,000 upload. What the fuck? OBS, I don't have 50,000 upload, bro. Let's chill with this. Okay, guys, just because your Comcast is working fine doesn't mean everybody else's is. I hate to tell you this. Alright, let's do this way to make it a little bit easier because people are going stupid now. Holy crap, thank you, Meek. Inkasperr. Hopefully I got that correct. Did I pronounce that correctly? God, I hope I did. Either way, thank you very much. That is going way above and beyond. Thank you very much. Yeah, mine keeps jumping up to like 50k uploads, so I don't think it's just Mellow at this point. Like, I'm pretty sure that's not just Mellow at this point, because, okay, mine's finally back in green now, so only dropped about 3,000 frames during that minute or two. That was a little odd. I don't know what happened there, but wow, OBS seems to think I've got about 10 times the upload I do. So again, both of us are having a little bit of screwiness going on here, so who knows. Melloace hasn't dropped him yet, but I'm curious to see if he moves around that room for a second, if it drops his internet again. Nobody'd be able to watch your stream if you were using 50k upload, though. Everybody'd be down on 240p at this point on mine, just like, dude, I can't watch this at full quality. It'd be cool, but nobody'd be able to watch that. Did Comcast take the train monkey off the controls? At least mine has started to clear up, so who knows. I mean, again, Mellow has issues every now and then where it's just in Atlanta, Comcast just goes like derpy at about like 7 p.m. for some stupid reason, so it happens from time to time. Just the way of the world, honestly. The internet's going to have moments like everybody starts connecting when they get home from work, and it's going to be bad. And again, in the US right now, it's 7:49, so... Try moving really quick, Mellow. I'm kind of curious. Like, unpause and run around the room. I want to see if that drops you again. Okay, that's moving, so that's okay. Let's see if it's a game for whatever stupid reason. I have no idea how the hell that would interact, but... I've seen crazier things. Might as well try to move around in game, see if it works or not. Oh, wait, shit, you might have enemies. No, you don't have enemies in the room, do you? I don't remember. We'll find out. God forbid he gets, like, a second advantage. Oh, no. So far so good. I want to try it, because so far it hasn't kicked you out yet, and that's longer than normal, so... On the note, Mellow's also got Mom's Contact from the looks of things, so he's got freeze effects on his shots. I just now noticed that. Yeah, so far so good. I haven't seen anything happen, so... If you guys are up for it, go for it, I say. And if it happens, we'll deal with it. I got no other option for that one, quite honestly. But if you think you're going to be good and it hasn't dropped any frames, and you think it's clear, I'd go for it. And again, they'll be doing their own countdown again whenever they do want to get back and going. And it's up to these guys, too. We're cool here, so we got plenty of time. We'll be fine. And looks like that they'll be back up and running again, so iKasperr moving along. And again, he's got PhD on his side, so sorry about the delay again, guys. Internet is internet, and hey, welcome to it. Because again, week 7, worse than this happened to me. So in no way, shape, or form can you fault the racers on this one. Jim, thank you again, man. 74 one of us. The numbers, by the way, are to kind of like bypass the R9K mode so that we can actually use those same links more than once per 10 minutes. For anybody wondering what's going on with those numbers on the front, they're just kind of random extra crap on there, so nothing to worry about. Oh, yeah, shit. I also left subscriber mode on. Hold on. Whoops. There we go. Alright, so you see with Mom's Contacts, you got those freeze effects on Melloace side. He's freezing the Widow in place there, and again, that is a huge, huge help later on. What's up, DC? How you doing? Ooh, how about the other huge help? Rainbow me, guys. Rainbow Baby on the left side. So if you're a subscriber to Cobalt, let's see those Rainbow me's. So I do love that emote so freaking much. I love that follower, too. He shoots out random follower tiers. Everything from, like, little Gish tiers to, you name it. The split tiers right there from Harlequin Baby. All sorts of good stuff. And there's that slowdown from Gish. What's up, Slayer? How you doing today? And quite well, thank you, DC. Had a great day today. Hopefully yours is good, too, man. I'm so happy I don't have Comcast. I wish I could say those words at some point in my life. One point in my life, I'll get to say that. Alright, Casper on into yet another curse room here. No such luck, though. Just, this is one of the things. You can walk in, take a full heart of damage on the way in and out, and only get spiders in there. So those can really really backfire sometimes. What's up, Swag? How you doing? No, seriously, thank you, Jim. That's way, way too cool of you. Thank you very much, man. Alright, so number one was in Casper's item room. Again, that, as you saw, basically spilled out sweet, sweet lemonade on the ground in a circle. It's not lemonade. But it spills out something on the ground that if anything walks through, not you, but any enemy that walks through, it'll take damage. We actually saw that be very, very useful the other night. If you use it against Mom's foot, use it against one of the closed doors, it'll actually continue to hit it if you line it up correctly. Ooh, nice guy. Oh, I had Time Warner while I was in... shoot, was it Time Warner or Roadrunner? I think it was Roadrunner in Florida, and oh my god, you want to talk about a crappy internet service. Holy balls. Comcast looks like a king by comparison. And that's saying something. But a little bit of rage up here as Casper finishes off Gertie Jr. Beyond that, excuse me. Can't name names of bosses anymore, whatever. Casper pick it up a little bit of range, it'll be on down. So again, one floor lead at the, well, technically speaking, one floor lead at the moment for Casper as Melloace is on yet another Caves XL. So again, 2 item rooms. You see the first of the 2 of them, no key to get into it yet. But he'll have 2 item rooms and 2 back-to-back boss fights at some point here. This game you can get for, I think it's $6 for the base, $5 for the base version, and then the expansion is another 4? Or 3. I think it's 4. Shoot, I can't remember. Either way, it's under $10 for the entirety of the game. And you can get the base version on the front page of Games Fan Shop. And again, that's just the base version of it there. They do not have the expansion with that. Although I think they pushed it back up to $6 on that site, so buy it off of Steam if you're going to. Which I don't really understand why they think that it's a good idea that the 1 week that they pushed it down to the normal price and we started selling some, that they pushed it back up another $1. Because that seemed pretty stupid on their part, but oh well, because they don't want to sell Isaac. Alright, Infestation on Mello's side. So again, anytime he gets hit now, that'll spawn a friend till the end fly for him. I'm the same way, like, just watching the racers has been enough to, like, literally improve my gameplay exponentially. I found out so many tricks that I didn't even know about coming in here that, like, even the first week I just saw, like, Cobalt using some stuff and, like, wow, that's kind of genius. I never would have thought of that. So I found at least I could probably count on, hell, at this point I probably need a 3rd or 4th hand to be able to count how many new things I picked up on. Could you find a banned item in the shop or devil deal, such as Bible or Shovel? Yes, you can. Buy it, then take back your D6 and reroll it. No, you can't. You wouldn't be able to buy it because you can never actually pick up the banned items. So you could take your D6 in there, reroll it, and then buy it. Or take it, whatever the case might be. Oh boy, that seems like a... Yeah, totally. Gonna go there in a heartbeat. Nope. No, you don't, Cap. Alright, Mini Mush on Melloace side's gonna give him a little itty bitty stature, plus he's also gonna get some speed and range increase. Thank you very much, Scrum. Thank you, thank you. Again, way too much on the compliments, guys. I don't consider myself a good one by any means. I kind of ramble incessantly, so I don't consider myself a good commentator by any means. Like, I've got no training in it. I'm basically just doing it on the fly, and I in no way, shape, or form consider myself like, oh, one day I'm going to be a pro commentator. No. Totally not the case, so thank you very much for the compliment. I don't personally believe it, but thank you. By the way, if you're wondering what Kasper's doing, he's trying to get that, and he just gave up as he got over to the other one at least. But Kasperr was trying to get that item rock to get shot out for free there if he didn't have to use up a bomb, because he doesn't have any. And again, Peep getting frozen in place. Mello did get both of his item rooms off of this XL floor, and again, you see the second boss fight on the upper side here, so we'll be right into a second one as soon as Peep dies here. Gonna pick up some health up, and like I said, onto that second boss fight. Mello not far behind Kasperr here. Learn how to spell beautiful. But it's still focused on the game. Okay, touche. At least it's... Yeah, I'll give myself that much. But I don't consider myself... Like, okay, like, put this on TV or something. Like, I'm not the guy that they're going to choose to commentate this. You know what I mean? So, that's why I'm saying I don't consider myself, like, a pro commentator in any way, shape, or form. Alright, so about halfway through Gertie here, and again, God, that freeze effect is just far too overpowered. Mom's Contacts is such a great pickup, especially on your first item, because you are not going to take damage where you normally would. And again, Shoop to Whoop. I'm actually kind of surprised Kasperr didn't use that in this room. If he lined up all those knights, he could have easily one-shot them all, but he's going to save it for the boss fight that he just came across here at the end of Depths 1, so keeping himself a full one-floor lead at the moment. I'll say it all the time, like, I'm just some guy that literally sits here on his couch and either plays video games or commentates about them. I'm nobody. So, like, I'm in no way, shape, or form delusional. I'm a nobody. So, in no way, shape, or form am I ever going to be like, I'm the best because I broadcast. Like, I'm a dude that plays video games. I'm every dude out there, except I do it live on the internet. Woohoo. That doesn't make me special. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm the first to do this. It's not like I'm going to be the last. So... You know, it doesn't matter. And again, nor am I the best at doing this. Somebody out there is way better than me, and I'll flat out say that. I'm sure that there is. Mind you, I don't know who they are, but there is somebody out there better than me. So I'm fully aware of that, and it's just one of those things you have to come to the conclusion of in life that, like, you're not the best. You never will be. You know, most likely at least. You can try all you want, and that's what you should do, don't misunderstand, but you know, it's you're probably never going to be the best, and even at that point you're never going to please everybody, so do your thing. Just do your thing and, you know, have fun doing it, and if you're not having fun, do something else. So Kasperr finishing off Gish, gets Little Gish following around for more tar tiers. Again, same thing, can still fire out a Robo Baby. Try that again. Rainbow Baby, that's also following behind Kasperr. Try that all over. Let's see, not a half-bad store. Definitely taking the key back from Mello. He's going to leave the battery behind, though. That would have given him quicker charge on his space use items. And again, remember, the D6, kind of not that useful of a space use item. You definitely don't need the quicker charge on it. Should Mello find, let's say, in his item room, some good space use item, he may go back and purchase that. He still has enough money for it. What's up, Fluorescent? How you doing? You broke my heart. I'm sorry, Freaky. I'm sorry, man. I love you. How can I make it up to you? Would you like chocolates or flowers? Actually, I can't afford either. Would you like a picture of chocolates or flowers? Let's go with that. Oh, and come playoff time, I bet you anything. For those who don't know, by the way, come playoff time, whoever's got the highest seed going into whatever match it is gets to choose what character they use and to add one rule in. So, for example, I know there's some of the bar racers that kind of wouldn't mind seeing D6 available the entire time. And come playoff time, if that's what they want, they're going to tell me, and that's what they'll get. So it's up to the person with that the higher seed going in. There's a few things that I'll outlaw, nonetheless. But if they come to me with something reasonable as far as the rule goes, they get that rule added. So again, it's whoever's got the home field advantage in each match in the playoffs. The person that has the worst seed, the lower seed, whatever you want to call it, won't find out until they actually start the race what character they're going to use and what the rule is going to be. So they get no practice with the other person's rules. That's the home field advantage this year. Ooh, Odd Mushroom. Talk about advantage as well. That's going to be damage up and one more health up on Melloace's side. So again, finding all the damage up on this one. Nice tears and a little bit of freeze effect on him too. So let's see, Mom's Pill Bottle. Could get one pill out of that. Kasperr's going to hold on to that Lover's card though in hopes that at some point if he needs 2 red hearts, he'll use that for a heal. And probably the safer move, honestly. You can get some stat down pills, flip out your bombs and your keys, which I don't know that Kasperr would mind flipping out for the bombs at this point, but you don't want to take that risk, honestly. Far too many stat down items, and a lot of erasers will not touch pills. Playoffs start week 18, basically. Well, week 19, technically speaking. Yep, one of the rules, like if somebody wants to do, hey, you can just do whatever is clever in Isaac. I'll let that fly. And that includes, like, let's say you want to glitch stuff or whatever. Feel free. If that's what the person with the home field advantage wants, and like I said, if it's reasonable enough, I'll let them have it. You know, you're right. Kasperr has a PhD. I forgot it. That was his first item. Kasperr has a PhD. You make a fine point there. So yeah, Kasperr would have nothing but good or neutral pills, and he'd be able to tell what they were, too. That's a fine point. It's just hard to see because you don't see it on his character's face anymore, so you wouldn't really consider it if you're not remembering that you have it, and it's so long ago that I'd forgotten that, but thank you. Completely spaced on that. No, I won't allow a purist run. Again, just because it's the playoffs doesn't mean I want to be here for 13 hours calling a best-of-3 race. Best-of-3 purist race? No. No chance. Yeah, see, he's checking right now. He's like, wait a minute, do I have the I do have the PhD, son of a bitch. That's exactly what Kasperr just did right there. Alright, so he will take the pills. Ooh, and how about Balls of Steel? That worked out well for him, so 2 more health up on his side. And again, thank you for that reminder, folks. I'm sure even Kasperr's thinking, oh dear God, thank them for saying this. And in the playoffs, by the way, each week we're going to go one level further, basically. First week of the playoffs, we go to the Devil in Shale. Second week of the playoffs, we go to the Cathedral. And the final 2 weeks, the conference finals and the actual finals, both go through the chest. Oh, let me get you a link there, right? Assuming that I can find my mouse to click in here. There we go. There's your split link for you, by the way. Hopefully, if the bot shows it. There we go. There's your split link to get into Kasperr and Melloace channels. Telepills are considered a neutral effect. Through the that's actually a really good band name. You are right, Click. That's actually a really kind of cool band name. I can see that happening. Ladies and gentlemen, through the chest. Alright, Book of Revelations is sitting in Kasperr's store here, and apparently he doesn't want to even bother with it. He's just not going to spend that money. He'll keep it, hopefully, maybe for a judgy later on. But again, that would have given him 1 soul heart every time he used it. Just not going to worry about it here. He's going to go find that boss fight, knowing the Mello's already fighting the boss fight at the end of the Steps 2 floor that he's on. And again, Mello will not be able to get to that last item room. Mello, knowing that he has to win this match to tie it up in 1, just went right on ahead without it. He'll not be able to teleport back out of Mom's foot. Because keep in mind, those 4 doors will not open back up. Those stay as enemies. Again, down to just half a heart, though, and against Blue Mom, with over half of her health left to go. That's a scary proposition on Mello's side. That's why it's scary, right there. 1 spider can get right in underneath your foot, and it's over. So back down to start on Mello's side. Blue Mom also on Kasperr's side here, and again, he's not far into this fight either, and only has 4 hearts himself. Alright, that Hangman card Kasperr just used will allow him to fly for the room. So again, may be able to get himself over one of those rocks to avoid some of the damage coming from one of the smaller enemies, while he's trying to get away from the foot as well as that stomps down. What's up, excuse me, Shobab. Shabab. Boy, I can talk. Crumps can't read names, folks. Yes, I just third-person myself for no reason. Either way, though, this is the first race of the night, and obviously you can see it's 1-0 Kasperr right now, so we're looking at the second of this best 2 out of 3. And again, whoever wins this is going to take over the lead of the NFC South outright. And again, they have faced off once already this year. That's the only loss that Kasperr has. Kasperr's 9-1, has only lost to Melloace so far. Mello is also 9-1. He lost to New York Video Game Freak, I believe, in week number 4-ish? Somewhere in that range? Might have been 5. Either way, though, like I was saying, basically, these two are tied for the top of the division. Mello has the advantage right now because he has the tiebreaker over Kasperr. So Kasperr looking to even up that tiebreaker and give himself a 1-game advantage by having his 10th win to Mello's 9. So this is a huge match right here, and this could well decide that division. Excuse me. Again, Kasperr finishing off Blue Mom, heading right on down to the womb. So 2 more floors possibly to go for a division lead in the number 2 seed in the NFC. Yeah, isn't that kind of weird? So, how does spiders hurt you while you're flying, I wonder? Because they're on the ground and you're not. So you make a really good point there, Butterfly. You make a really good point, honestly. Like, that, I never thought about it, but that's really good. Like, that shouldn't happen. I don't know, I think it's, I assume the hitbox on the enemy just seems to go all the way up into the air, so I guess it makes sense. Do more Madden commentary. Brett Favre picking up a pill. Brett Favre. Boom. It's about the best I could do. Well, hi, Spaz. What are you now? What are you mowing about? What's up, Seminary? How you doing? What are you meowing about? No, get away from the computer, dude. That reset button's a little too close to your fat face. I love you, but don't reset my computer. Thank you. Hi. Want to watch the race? Spaz wants to watch the race. What's up, Crow? How you doing? Oh, come on, fat cat. Oh my god, are you huge? Also, he's caught on my shirt. There we go. Alright, Kasperr going to pick up the Bloody Penny. Now, if he picks up coins, that's going to give him a chance that each one of those coins can actually spawn half a red heart as you pick it up. When we signed up, if they wanted a specific team, they had a chance at it at least, because they could ask for a specific team if they wanted to. If the racers were in Season 1, they automatically got back into the league and whatever team they requested. Excuse me. So some of those overlapped with a few of the other entries. Excuse me again, sorry. And some people just flat out didn't know the NFL and didn't want teams. So it's just a matter of, you know, like I just placed them on random teams at that point. Yep, and Kasperr's got the PhD. What are... You're caught in my leg, dipshit. Ow. My cat just straight up clawed into my leg and then just, like, tried to rip it out while he was walking away. That did not work, bro. Ah, God, that's smart. Anyways, more pills on Kasperr's side. How about a teleport? Again, you can get those telepills out of there. Those are neutral effects. Yeah, Cobalt won Season 1, but if you guys go back and watch the finals off of my YouTube, which, let me get you a link here, should be one of the top videos on my YouTube. Check that out and watch the finals from last year. You guys will crap yourselves at the finish to that. I'm not even kidding. Like, I about had a freaking heart failure during the ending of that while I was commentating it. It was ridiculously, ridiculously close. Hello, I split the 12 division players, or 12, excuse me, the 12 playoff contestants into divisions for next year. That's a good question. I'm gonna try to spread them out as much as humanly possible, just for, you know, like, at that point, it's, I guess you could kind of call that the advantage of not having to necessarily face, you know, like, everybody else from the playoffs, like, guaranteed twice a year. So we'll give them a little bit of an advantage in that, but if they want specific teams, they'll have them again. Alright, so iKasperr into that first boss fight here in the womb. Or in the womb 1, I should say. Where's the link, bot? Okay, let's do it this way. Here. There's the split link. Let's do it that way. That makes it much easier. Alright, so Daddy Longleg's just about 50%, if not more, of the way dead here for iKasperr. And again, he's just got the one more floor to go after this, and he's looking for that 2-0 win, taking over his division lead and the number 2 seed in the NFC if he can do it. Down in the info section. And the A and the U button are nowhere near each other on the keyboard, by the way. Also, Relic will give iKasperr a Soul Heart once per every 4 rooms that he clears out. Ooh, how about a judgy please on iKasperr's side if you guys would. What's up, New York? How you doing, man? What's up, Micro? Good to see you guys. Alright, ladder, not probably going to be all that useful, but that will get you across one open spot if you need to for iKasperr. Again, there's not really too much stuff with openings like that for you here in the womb, but that's the ladder. Maybe it comes in handy? Whatever, you might as well take it, I guess. If you guys want to know about the NFL playoff system, just ESPN it. That was an odd sound. Anyways, Mello into a new item room here in Caves 2. 10 more bombs on his side. So again, nothing too spectacular, but he was out of bombs too, so not exactly a bad thing. And Judgy, man, piss off. What do you mean couldn't iKasperr take the pills back? He didn't want one, or the one that he had down there. Ooh, Mello down again. Ouch, got cornered in that nasty room. And if you're low on health, you're basically hosed when you walk in there. If you're at half a heart, you've got almost no chance in that room. Unless there's some way you can make yourself invincible, you're kinda hosed. So yet again, Mello down back to the beginning here. That's painful. Yeah, we do a best of 3 through the womb 2. So whoever kills off Mom's Heart, which is the boss fight at the end of the floor that iKasperr's on, gets a point at the bottom of the screen. We reset them both at that point and then start from scratch. Oh, don't feel bad about that, Micro. Like, seriously, you know how many... It took me 98 deaths to actually get a mom kill. So that should probably tell you I had a lot of hours put into this game before that even happened. I wouldn't even worry about that in any way, shape, or form. On that note, we got Famine, champion version of him for that matter, for Mello. And you notice that that is going to move at a slightly different angle based off if you're above or below him. Also, sorry, Cat, for floating my eye, which is probably why you can hear me muffled at the moment. Oh. Either way, but let's get those for Famine, if you would. Oh, Cat fur in the eye hurts. Jesus. Oh. Nope, that's still there. Oh, there we go. Wow, did that hurt. Alright, now let's see if I can actually focus again. Ah, I can see. Alright, Bloody Penny on Mello's side. Same thing that iKasperr's got. If you pick up a coin, chance of that spawns half a red heart for you. I've got 1,000 hours, and it only shows about 600 on Steam, but it stopped counting for a long time. But I've got about 1,000 hours in the game, and I've probably only made full guppy... Jeez. Probably I could count them on both of my hands, like, under 10 times. Like, it's been kind of rare for me, and I don't do many, like, break-the-game D6 runs like Zero Game Plan and Cobalt Streak do. But if I were, maybe I'd see a few more of those. I don't tend to get guppy often, though. It's kind of rare. Alright, so that internal compass has been failing iKasperr so far here in the womb, too. But I gotta say, it's either up here, or down here, I should say, or up above it, and there we go. was going to say, can't really be too much further. These floors, as big as they are, can't get that much bigger on a single floor. So there we go. Kasperr finding his mom's heart fight, and again, looking for that 2-0 lead or win. His 10th victory of the season, and to take over sole possession of the lead of his division and number 2 overall in the NFC for playoff spots, which would guarantee him a way to get a bye week in the first week of the playoffs. So that could be huge here. And again, just about, we'll say 10% health already missing off of Mom. Plenty of bombs, 3 more still here for Kasperr. He'll save them for opportune times. Ooh, and of course now this happens. Small Rock, Polyphemus for all that damage up on Melloace's side. Why do these runs happen now? Every time. I don't get this, but like as soon as somebody's got a, I don't want to call it like unbeatable build going, but Kasperr's got a heck of a lot of health, honestly. But as soon as something like that happens, the other person gets into the womb, it's just like, oh, here's every good item you could possibly want for their opponent. And it never fails. It does that every time this year. It's Murphy's Law, exactly. It really has to be. Johnny. No, that's what she said. Yeah. What? How you doing, Johnny? Good to see you, man. And yeah, the letters after their names, by the way, are the teams that they represent. We kind of based it off of the National Football League here in America, and made it easier for me to do the scheduling and figure out how to make it even so that everybody got the same amount of plays against their division and also their conference. So it made it a lot easier for me to do it that way. Kasperr's representing basically the New Orleans Saints, and Mello's representing the Atlanta Falcons. So that way they're both in the same division. I knew that they'd play each other twice. I knew exactly when it would be. I didn't have to think about actually going, okay, I want to have, Cobalt Streak face, Slackolicus, and then Wolf, and then, like pick like all the toughest racers and like pick these like ridiculous combinations or anything. It would have been really screwy that way. So yeah, I wouldn't even call that rugby, honestly. Rugby's so much tougher than football is. Football's a joke by comparison to rugby, and that's saying something, because football's not a joke, folks, but God, rugby, oh my lord. That sport. On that note, though, Kasperr down to just the last 10% of the health here, and Mom's heart just getting ripped to shreds. He hasn't been touched once, and with that last little damage, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, your new leader of the NFC South, your New Orleans Saints, Mr. iKasperr, with a 2-0 victory over his closest divisional opponent, Melloace, who now is 9-2 on the season. One full game back of Kasperr in the stand.